We have Petr Sramek now, who's joining us from LongevityTech.Fund. Hello, Petr.
Hello, everyone.
Over to you.
Oh, thank you. So, from the name, you can see that I'm not on the startup side, but actually it's not fully true, because I'm also representing a couple of, or I would say, group or ecosystem companies. But at the moment, I would like to tell you more about the LongevityTech.Fund, which is early stage focused longevity fund. We started 4 years ago. We got 44 companies in our portfolio, so we have got quite a journey. And I think that we have a pretty good understanding of the market and trends and everything what's going on at the moment. And what I want to say is that from my perspective, I see that we are at the the right moment for any investor, because the market is kind of depressed, but the longevity is really exploding. It's not just an emerging sector. There is an explosion on various fronts. There is a growth of significant scientific evidence, clinical trials, and obviously we see many new companies coming in, and we see less some of these companies trying to utilize just the trend, but we see more real stuff going on the market. We as a fund, we closed and we fully invested the first fund. Now we are investing from our second fund, which is not fully closed yet. So we'll have a second close by the end of this year. But we are already investing. So we invested in 4 companies, and we want to do another 4 investments until the year end. And at the moment, we are more focused on more, let's say, groundbreaking or some a more advanced products or discoveries. And I can't tell at the moment, but we will make some announcements in the following weeks. But we plan to invest maybe another 20 companies during the next year, because this is again the right time where anyone can enter this fantastic segment. And as I mentioned, I'm also representing a couple of our ecosystem companies, where one is particularly interesting. It's called Health and Longevity Clinic. It's basically our tool or engine how to help companies and all portfolio companies to move to the clinical environment and really work with real clients and real humans, not just experimenting in their labs. So we are helping them with clinical trials, and we are generating a lot of data. We actually working together in research how these things actually work together, right? Because what we see is that everyone is focused on something, the gut microbiome or ketosis or senescent cells. And by the way, I just bought the Juvenescence keto product, so that's a really excellent one. But people need to be focused on the whole and every individual. This is exactly what Health and Longevity Clinics is focused on. And the Health and Longevity Clinic is also fundraising. We'll be starting Series A yearly or at the beginning of the next year. And we already have a clinic in Europe, and we have a clinic in Florida. We are about to open a very big center in Miami within the next 2 years. And there is going to be a lot of other stuff. So this is something what I wanted to highlight. But anyway, congratulations to everyone from a startup side who made it to this point. From our portfolio, we can see that 44 companies. It's a quite diversified portfolio. We see only one fail, so far. Only one company seems to be failing because of the market condition or impossibility to raise more money, not because of they don't have a product or solution, but because of the fundraising environment. But generally the result is, I would say, pretty good. Thank you.
Thanks, Petr. And just quick question: if anybody wishes to participate in your second fund, are you looking for smaller investors, or is there a sort of minimum size, ticket size for people to join your fund?
Yeah, so we are like a standard US-based VC fund where there is some limitation in terms of the number of investors. So we need to stick with 250K of a minimum ticket. But we have a simple form on our website. So anyone interested, please reach to us.